Oh my God. Mikel Arteta's reaction is obviously trying to gain momentum and build up speed from different people in the media industry. And today, the pundit known as Ian Wright, formerly an Arsenal legend, has come out and obviously backed Mikel Arteta. He's standing with him and is going to have to pull out a very huge statement via the Premier League show that he hosts every Monday to react on what is going to have to happen in the league of the Premier League. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. This is the football news show. We are talking about Cole Palmer and what the plan is for him at Chelsea as Chelsea prepare to take on Tottenham Hotspur tonight. Then Lionel Messi is going to have to obviously speak out on his plan of not returning to Europe, and most people are really feeling bad about him because they thought that maybe during the January transfer window he would obviously cross to Europe and play some games because the league in the US will be on the rest. So smash the like button, comment and share, and let's see close to 300 likes smashing this video. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. You can as well call me RD, and let's kickstart it off. We all know that on Saturday there was a controversial goal that Newcastle went ahead to score against Arsenal. Close to 2 or 3 fouls that were being looked at, all 3 instances that were being looked at, but VAR came out and said it is supposed to be a goal, right? That is supposed to be a goal. So right now, the Arsenal legend known as Ian Wright has gone ahead and obviously spoken about the incident, and he has gone ahead to generalize it. And this is what I've gone ahead to love about his statement. Has gone ahead to put out as far as all this is really concerned. And Ian Wright went ahead to say the following: that I totally agree with all the managers who, through the VAR and decisions, are losing games. You heard Mikel Arteta say that there is too much at stake. There is too much at stake for these managers and players. What they work on week in, week out, for them to lose a game on Saturday in that manner, he's not giving Newcastle credit because Newcastle are a great team. You go up there, it's going to be tough. I would have taken 0-0 if we didn't lose in these circumstances, but I'm so pleased just for him. I'm so pleased to hear him say it because it does anger you. It angers the fans. It's not acceptable now. I'm pleased my manager speaking like that. I'm delighted for him. So for Ian Wright, he's really trying to obviously come out and say that Arteta is right and is proud of Mikel Arteta for slating VAR. He has gone ahead to stand with him, and he's obviously saying lots of things that players put in a lot. And this is exactly what we've been talking about, that you cannot come out and really give out a win like that, like a goal like that. I understand VAR makes certain mistakes, but they are mistakes that are really very, 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 very imprudent. For example, if at all remember the goal that Luis Diaz scored when Liverpool was playing against Tottenham Hotspur in the 7th minute of the game, they never drawn the lines, but they came out and said it was offside. And after the goal, after when everything was really drawn back well after the game, the man of Liverpool was onside, and Liverpool went ahead to lose that game by 2-1. And you never know, if at all they went ahead to obviously put out that well and Liverpool scored that goal, would have gone ahead to obviously get Liverpool a win, and they would have been one of the 2 teams that are really unbeaten in this league. And Arsenal has gone ahead to lose its unbeaten run in a very, very, very confusing manner. And I think that's what Ian Wright is really talking about. And it's really perturbing unless you are not a player, unless you're a person who supports a team that has not gotten affected, you know. And you see Edd Ho coming out and obviously putting out all statements like that. But you wait. Time is going to come when it's the turn of Newcastle to really face that. And when they face that, you see to it that Edd Ho comes out and really criticizes the VAR. In most cases, when the VAR is on your side, you don't come out and over criticize it. But when it's not on your side, you'll all come out and call it out. That's what we should obviously know with the people that really support these football teams, that if an injustice done to a team like Arsenal, is really proven unjust, let's all rally behind those that are really mourning about it, because it's our voices that are really joined and common that will obviously put the PGOML to the task to come out and prove to us that why are they doing such mistakes, because the apologies have been so much more this season. The first apology was done when United was playing to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Onana came out and obviously lambasted his hands to two players of Wolverhampton Wanderers. An apology was given. Now, to show you how inconsistent VAR was, when United was playing against Tottenham Hotspur, the second game, guess what happens? Garnacho gets hold of that ball, he hits it towards goal, and it obviously hits the hands of Christian Romero. VAR never came out to apologize. Now, when Arsenal was playing against Tottenham Hotspur, Bukayo Saka tries to curl that ball, and I think for the second penalty, was it Romero who gets hold of that ball and they give Arsenal a penalty? Yet United was not given a penalty. So those are all things that really coming through in a very trying moment in this league that everyone should come out and obviously call out. I don't support Arsenal, but I'll obviously stand in with them every time they're exposed to an injustice. Even if it's Liverpool or Manchester City or who, we should obviously go in and obviously do the needful. Even the team of Arsenal came out and obviously put out a statement yesterday in a story that I did for you onto this channel that they are not convinced with what has been going on at the side of Arsenal. That is it. Sorry, at the side of the ER, and they need to come out and really do the needful. And it's all about Arsenal. And I think I've seen other people come out and say, no way, Arsenal would have gone ahead to get a red card. Guys, now, in very many games, the tackles have gone ahead to be done to players, and there would have been red cards, and they're not given. Even Bruno Guimaraes' tackle onto, was it Jorginho, in the first half, I think it's a red card offense, So when people come out and say Arsenal would have gone ahead to have a man down, even the other players of Newcastle that went ahead to go in for those fouls. So that is not an excuse, because for that, it's seen in every game. Some fouls are really sent off offenses and players are sent off and others are not. So let's not obviously talk about that. Let's talk about the game-changing bits, the goal, where they had to review it very many times and that never came to pass. So it is really nasty, and I think we should obviously call out these injustices, and that's what we're going to hit like about this former Arsenal legend. He has generalized it, that Premier League managers should come out and obviously speak out with one voice. Even if you are Newcastle and you are the beneficiary of it, you should come out and call it out, because it's Arsenal today and tomorrow it might be Newcastle. So that is what Ian Wright went ahead to say. Now, Lionel Messi has come out and said on his European future, he said it's over. Now that I've taken a step by coming here to the US, I don't think I'll ever come back to play in Europe. Now, why did this really come up? Lionel Messi is playing in the Major League Soccer, and it has been really a norm that players that believe that they can obviously come in through and really play in the Premier League, when the MLS is really done, like when the season is really done, always cross to the Premier League, La Ligue, and very many other leagues, and came out and played. For Arsenal, Thierry Henry came in through. He was playing, I think, for Red Bull. Then he came back and played for Arsenal from January up to March. Then for Manchester United, they always brought in Henrik Larsson, who came in from that side and obviously came in through and really kicked the ball for the club of Man United. And everyone thought that maybe after Messi failed out with Barcelona because of their financial fair play problems, Messi came out and went to the MLS, and people thought that maybe he would come out and give us some games, in January up to March. But Messi has said, no, I'm not returning. I have to obviously rest to see to it that I really benefit my team. But I really understand why Messi is doing this. Messi is trying to obviously not play so many games such that he's available in the World Cup of 2026. That is it. He wants to return with Argentina and see where Argentina is going to be with him. And trust me, if he keeps himself fit, feeds well, gets enough rest, he'll be really fresh come the World Cup of 2020. The World Cup of 2026. And remember, it's going to be hosted in America, Mexico, and Canada. So they might even use him as the face to obviously host it. And he's still playing for Argentina, meaning that he knows that he's going to have to do everything at the club level. And all what he's planning is to continue doing things for Argentina. Having won the Copa America last year, last year, but one that was in 2022. So last year, that is it. Then this year is going to hit to win the World. Last year he won the World Cup. Then he comes in here and wins the Ballon d'Or, 8th record Ballon d'Or winner. That is Lionel Messi. But we all have to believe that he is not coming back, and is going to hate to make that statement. Now today there is a big game, London Derby, Tottenham Hotspur versus Chelsea. Many people are obviously going to be watching this beautiful game onto their screens. And today, Fabrizio Romano via his YouTube channel has gone ahead and obviously put out the following about this amazing youngster known as Cole Palmer. He has said Chelsea are convinced they got a bargain with Cole Palmer, and what he's showing in training is really positive as well. The coaching staff sees that he has a great attitude. They believe Cole Palmer will be really special. That is Fabrizio Romano via his YouTube channel. But if they say that they're going to hate to obviously get a bargain, what will Man City have to say then? Because for Man City, they've gone ahead obviously to get the biggest out of this, because this player has been in the academy of Man City. Now, getting £45 million for a player who has been in your academy, that's an absolute bargain for the side of Manchester City. And I think the best beneficiary is Manchester City, because Chelsea came in through and paid that amount of money. However much for them, they believe it's a bargain, but that was a lottery. You know, I think Chelsea are doing a lottery. Though, to win a lottery, you have obviously to make the pledge. But who knows what this young man is going to become in future? Because I've seen very many teams go for young players and they've gone ahead obviously to disappoint. For example, Man United have gone ahead to spend £85 million on Anthony. Anthony is a flop. When you look at the amount of money that Man United spent on Paul Ebile Pogba and how he went ahead to flop, you know, very many young players have come in through and they're exciting, and they've gone ahead obviously to lose it all. Jack Wilshere was exciting. So when you spend a huge amount on a young player like Cole Palmer, £45 million, you know, that would have gone ahead to get you a player in a finished article like Jeremy Doku, who is at Man City. You shouldn't come out and really think it's really a bargain. I think it should be a bargain after 2 seasons at Chelsea. That is it. If he keeps on that thrilling form that is obviously putting up, then he'll be obviously an absolute steal or a bargain. But if he flops, they're going to eat their words. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But your thoughts onto Ian Wright proud of Mikel Arteta after the VAR attack are welcome in the comment section below. Tell me your thoughts about Lionel Messi. Would you like him to be back in Europe to play in January up to March this or next year? And lastly, what are your thoughts about the one and only Cole Palmer? Do you think Chelsea got a bargain? You know, was it an absolute bargain because they believe they paid £45 million for him when he's still young and he still has a lot to offer for the side of Chelsea? Of the two, who benefited more, Chelsea or Manchester City? All that and more into the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. Hope you guys are really having a fantastic stay where you are. A sign out for now. See you later. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. I'm out.